can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat.
ESBR Boxing in partnership with sharpbetting.co.uk. Delighted to be joined by Kyran Jones in Swansea. Kyran, just a quick assessment. How'd you do? It's another win for you. Was that 12-0 as a pro?
Yeah, 12-0 now. I thought it was a good contest, good performance. Switched off at times, but overall good performance and good to get some valuable rounds under my belt.
Before we go on to looking at the sort of the frustrations of boxing and how you're not fighting your original opponents and so on, you said you switched off a little bit in there. Any reasons?
No, I just think, credit to the opponent. Do you know what I mean? They're quite unpredictable. He was stepping off at times and quite negative, but then he'd switch it up. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. They're quite unpredictable, but I thought overall it was a good performance. But
I don't want to put words into your mouth, but it must be naturally unpredictable when you've been preparing for a certain fight and then you come in and there's a late replacement and it's not what you expected. Does that make you more nervous, make you unsure, make you complacent? How do you feel going into a fight like this?
They're kind of banana skin fights, isn't they? Do you know what I mean? You have your heart and head set on a Celtic title fight. Train for 10 rounds. Train for a specific opponent, like Paul Dean, who's a southpaw as well. So you have to adapt. But I felt I done that well tonight, and there's always things to work on. But overall, I felt it was a decent enough performance. And we move on. Hopefully, that title fight can be made next now. Third time lucky, and. That's why I'm out set on.
And you're talking there, you said it a couple of times about your heart being set on bigger things. And we'll get on to that just in a second. Is this kind of boring though? Like in the fact that you're doing the right things, you're getting yourself into the right positions, and it's just not happening, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, 100%. It's frustrating, it is. Do you know what I mean? You train hard in the gym, you discipline yourself to the sport, and people don't realise the amount of discipline it contains as well. So it is frustrating. Don't get me wrong, but these things happen. I got to kind of keep my head down, keep working hard in the gym, keep learning off Gary and the boys, because the gym is thriving at the moment. We're all bouncing off each other, and my time will come, and hopefully that time will be shortly.
You're in a gym where there is plenty of sort of current and previous champions and so on, and you're talking about what you have your heart set on. What do you have your heart set on?
A title, any sort of title. Hopefully it'll be that Celtic that's still sanctioned the fight. Yeah, I want a title fight now. I'm 12-0. I feel I've been ready for the last 3 or 4 fights, but that's boxing for you. Things happen, like injuries, pullouts. Fingers crossed. It'll only be around the corner now.
It's a bit of a step down to do a 6-rounder when you were preparing for 10 rounds. First of all, were you ready for the 10 rounds? And does that have a negative impact on you? Did you sort of phase out as you get ready for a 6-rounder? How do you feel at the end of that?
Yeah, of course, psychologically as well. When you're prepared for a 10-round fight, 12-round fight, do you know what I mean? And that's what I felt in it.
One of the fastest lads in Wales, man, I'm telling you. The jab was sharp, man. He's quick, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Best man was good.
Kyran was very complimentary about your work rate in there tonight as well, and how sometimes you'd step off, but then step in, change up the pace.
Yeah.
What's it like? Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Cheers.
What's it like for you to be a short notice opponent when you're coming up against a guy who is preparing for a title fight?
Do you know what? It's hard work, but I've always this is what I've been up against. Like, there's my manager down there. Sometimes he'll ring me on a Thursday or Wednesday and say, do you want to fight on Friday or Saturday? So I've sometimes only get a couple of days. This one I had a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks. So it wasn't too bad. But I knew he had 10 rounds scheduled, so I thought, it's going to be. And then I asked a couple of people trying to see what he was like, and they was like, he's very sharp. He's good. And then I thought, he's a southpaw as well. And then I seen that straight away on BoxRec, and I thought, it's going to be a long night. But I haven't fought for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm trying to be busy. So I just thought, I'll take it anyway. And it was good, man. But I felt crap before the fight, and I was on the edge of pulling out, man. I said, I don't know if it's something I've ever what, but I just felt terrible. After round 1, I felt a little bit better. After round 2, I thought, I feel sharp again, back to normal. But still couldn't get his timing, man. He was still just so quick, and then like little things in there. It was decent. So I done a few good bits. He done his good bits as well, but I said to the ref after that, did I get a round? I see the round, didn't get one. And then I remembered when he said at the score 60-53, I thought he dropped me as well. The body shot was savage, man. It was savage. It just skimmed across the front. As soon as I took a breath, everything just sucked in and stopped. So I thought, But no, it was a great shot, man. Fair play.
Big respect, big shout to the gents for stepping in. Like I said, I couldn't have had a fight after the pull out to the Celtic tonight. So big respect for him stepping in.
Keep the show going, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
All the best in the future, man. You got to win titles in that now, so I can say, look, I've been in the ring with him, innit?
Nice one, brother. Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Cheers.
Kyran, moments like that in boxing are always very special. You guys are just sort of, punch tail out of each other for 6 rounds and can show respect like that. Just to wrap up then, plan obviously going forward, and your heart is set on titles and so on. Do you have any projection of when that's going to be?
No. Obviously, there's plenty of shows coming up. Smaller shows, bigger shows, hopefully. So yeah, whatever the show it may be on, I'll be ready for it. I'm always in the gym. I'm always working hard. So yeah, whenever I have the call up, I'll be ready, and hopefully it'll be soon.
Perfect. Kyran, thank you for your time. Appreciate you as always.